Hi guys, welcome to PoutineSwap's YouTube channel. My name is Micky Multani. I'm the co-founder and CEO of PoutineSwap right here in Calgary. Just wanted to take a moment today and talk a little bit about what's happening in the crypto markets, what data we have, and what some general thoughts are. As you are invested, probably if you are invested already in crypto, or just looking at the news and stuff, you might have seen that there's a lot of the crypto market is in the red, right? And a lot of panic on social media, a lot of panic for people who are looking to get into crypto, and just not feeling it right. The energy isn't there. So let me just share a couple of thoughts. One is, let's talk about what is causing all this market to go down. What's creating this sell pressure right now, right? One is definitely the news from the US, right? Knowing it's one of the biggest hubs for Bitcoin, and like it or not, but Bitcoin does drive the market. If the crypto markets, if Bitcoin falls, all other 12,000, 16,000, 20,000, whatever coins or tokens we have right now, like in existence, not on our exchange, but in existence, they tend to fall if Bitcoin falls, right? Everything moves together. If you look at the charts, even the spark line charts for all of the currencies on CoinGecko, you will see even the spark lines are almost like an exact pattern to the major players like Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So it's usually the case. Anyways, what's happening is the news from the US, right? Looks like the reserve, they are trying to get the inflation under control, and looks like interest rates are going to be going up. I mean, that's usually the first tool that governments and authorities try to get inflation and cost prices in line with whatever their sustainability targets are, so people can actually live. And especially if something gets out of hand, I mean, it would be terrible to maintain like 7 to 8% like inflation and continue the growth up. So something has to be done now. So it looks like they have decided they're going to stop injecting any more liquidity into the markets, and what they are going to do is like raise the rates. And when news like this comes up, usually people who are investors, who are like highly leveraged positions in the crypto markets, sometimes you gotta let it go. And because of this, right, people are trying to exit the market, looking at this as a negative piece of news. And it kind of creates a cascading effects, right? Like more liquidation leads to the price drop, and more price drop, people get more scared, and more liquidity happens, right? Liquidity events happen, some by choice and some not by choice, right? Depending how you are leveraged. But the point is, the news from the feds in the US, right, about increasing rates and stop injecting liquidity into the market, is causing a major play in the crypto markets, putting a sell pressure on the entire market. That's one. Number two, is, did you know, right, like China was the number one Bitcoin miner a few months ago, but since it has stopped, most of those miners, a lot of those miners, I shouldn't say most, I really don't know how many actually traveled from China with their setups and set up shop in Kazakhstan, but looks like a lot of the Bitcoin mining in Kazakhstan is right now stopped because of the geopolitical situation going on there. And looks like major mining firms are even cut off from the internet. What that means is the hash rate of Bitcoin has dropped substantially, and with no connectivity to the internet, about 12-13% of the entire mining pool is down right now, right? That's what happens there. With that and the Fed news, those two macroeconomic indicators, the developments happening nearby in the US and somewhere around the world in Asia, it's causing all this sell pressure and panic and fear. But what should you do as an investor, right? I cannot give financial advice, and I cannot predict markets, just like most of us can't, right? No one can. If there are people who say, hey, I'll give you a price point for Bitcoin or price point for this coin or this token 3 months from now, 4 months from now, stay away, guys. Like no one can predict it, right? Where this market is going to go. The near term future looks like we may be under tight selling pressure for the next couple of months even, right? So we may test new lows. Looks like Bitcoin might dip below 40,000 US. It might happen, but looks like there is some resistance coming in, especially end of the day today, which is January the 7th here. It's about 6:30 p.m. in Calgary Mountain Time. So looks like there is some sell pressure is coming under control, and markets looks like the price is being tested around the 40K mark. If it does fall below 40K, the Bitcoin price might actually drop to 35, right? You can look at this as a negative, but if there are people who are looking to get into the market, it may be a great entry point actually. 35K again. The fundamentals haven't changed with any of the crypto markets, right? So fundamentals are still strong. The technology underlying utility is still strong, right? For some of the major coins and token utilities, it's still strong. I can't name the utilities and stuff, but you know what I'm talking about. Mainly if you're in crypto, like layer 2 solutions, they are still good. Ethereum is solid as ever, and the improvements are showing progress in terms of more developments happening on chain. Bitcoin again, like fundamentals haven't really changed. Yes, there is the hash rate drop, but guess what? In a few months, maybe in 6 to 8 months, whatever, right? It may take to catch up. The hash rate is going to come back. The hash rate will come back. Whether it's like all the shops set up, Kazakhstan, they move to the US, right? Or new liquidity feeds more miners and more local players in the US markets or Canadian markets even, right? Knowing that more of this Bitcoin mining opportunities do exist in better controlled environments like North America. So you may see like the hash rate will pick up eventually and the prices will come back. However, if you are already invested into crypto, no matter what coin, right, token, and if you did a speculative buy or a very heavily leveraged position into unknown tokens, basically just to make a quick buck, it may be time to reevaluate some of those decisions. Some projects may not survive, right? Some projects may not survive, as simple as that, and some may be just completely a scam and waiting for the markets to drop as an excuse to pull the rug. So be careful, guys. Look at what your portfolio looks like. Reevaluate your positions, right? If you are heavily into Bitcoin, Ether, some of the top tokens, right, just hold tight would be my suggestion. Again, no advice. Do your own research. If you don't need the liquidity right now, hold on to it. If you do need it, then obviously there's no other way. Some data, if you guys didn't know, Binance in the last few days bought up 43,000 bitcoins, 43,000 plus bitcoins, right? So it gives you an idea. When the prices go down, if you have the liquidity, a lot of people use this as the perfect way to build up more of the bitcoins and the ethers and the bigger major currencies and tokens into their portfolio. It's a great time to get in. It's a great time to consolidate. It's a great time to average out your positions. If you did buy bitcoin at like 60, right, just great time to average it down. But again, these are all suggestions. We talked about a little bit about why it happened and what the short-term future looks like around March, April. Things might be still tight, steady but tight. I don't see it's gonna just like fall vertical right now, right? It's just not gonna happen. Like I said, as of now, January 7th, about 6:30 p.m., we are seeing resistance, and the price of Bitcoin and Ether, they are being tested at their current levels, right? Around 41 something US for Bitcoin, and around the same that we saw for Ether yesterday, right? Not much change, right? A little bit of a dip, 32-ish, right? So if it falls, it's gonna be again tested at below 38,000 for Bitcoin, and probably will bottom out around 35 max is what I'm thinking. It's a really temporary fair value considering the macroeconomic picture that we have right now with the hash rate drop and stuff, right? So depending on where you want to be, guys, 100% your call, right? Hold on to the assets. If you don't need the liquidity, if you do need the liquidity, reevaluate what you can sell. If you have the bigger coins with market caps like Bitcoin, Ether, definitely don't panic sell and take a loss. Don't do that. Right now it's on paper, keep it on, well, not paper, right now it's on your wallet, but not actually a real loss until you sell it. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, drop the question in the comments and we will try to answer it if we can, and if not, we'll direct you to the right resource in terms of the things we can't answer, whether it's for legal liability reasons or otherwise. We will direct you to the right source of information. Okay, take care, guys. Good luck investing. Be positive. The markets sooner or later will pick up. It is not going to be a dramatic drop, I don't think so, with the data that we have and the indicators that we are seeing. It's not going to be massive. It's already come down quite a bit significantly, as you guys know already. I don't expect it to go too far south from this point on. Okay, happy investing. We'll make more of these videos and share it with you. This is Micky Multani signing off from PoutineSwap, and check us out if you are already not on our platform. Join us. We are very friendly, amazing support and help in terms of onboarding, in terms of getting you set up. If you are new to crypto, absolutely give us a try. We'll guide you through and make sure your experience is not only easy but also safe, secure, and something that makes sense to you, right? Not overly complicated and stuff. So give us a try, guys. If you have any questions, drop us a line in the comments and we will get back to you on that one. Okay, bye. Take care and enjoy your weekends. Thanks. Bye.